I was telling young people that you can accomplish anything through hard work and determination, but I was doing it from a wheelchair. And I had tried to walk over the years several times. I tried to walk, but I had a lot of damage to the front part of my leg. So where the bone stopped, where they had amputated it, where the end of the bone would stick up there underneath skin graft skin, anytime I would try to start wearing a leg or try to start laying on my stomach and stretching my hips out to be able to start standing up, I would get a sore where the end of that bone poked up underneath skin graft skin. Then I would have to quit wearing a leg, quit doing everything for a couple of months until it healed. And then it would take me a couple of months to try again, or 3 years to try again, or 5 years to try again. And that went on literally for 20 years. But this time, 42 years old, I said, I think I'm supposed to try to walk again. I think God's telling me that I'm supposed to try to walk again. And I didn't know how I was going to accomplish it, but I announced that I was going to walk for the first time in 20 years to show you guys what you could accomplish through hard work and determination. And I got to working on it. I was making progress. I mean, I had gone on social media and everything, said, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. That's crazy, isn't it? After being in a wheelchair for 20 years, saying you're gonna walk. I said that I was gonna do it, and about 3 weeks in, I started getting a sore. I started freaking out, and I'm like, God, you know where my heart is. How can you let this happen? How can you let this stop me? You can't let this stop me. And I was just distraught, and I thought that I was going to look stupid because I said that I'm going to do it, And long story short, I went home from the therapist that day that we found the sore, and my mother-in-law was at my house. She saw that I was pretty distraught. She said, Bill, let me pray for you. And we prayed, and I cried out like I've never cried out before. After I went and took a bath and went and laid down afterwards, and I laid on my stomach to try to stretch a little bit in my bed where it'd be soft on it. And I realized that I had more leverage whenever I laid down, and I looked down and my bone had grown about 3.5 inches. And now it goes all the way to the end where there's about this much of good skin on the end of it, where they took the outside of my leg and folded over. I was able to walk for the first time in 20 years, about 8 days before the 20th anniversary of our wreck. Crazy, it feels like I'm talking about somebody else.